How driverless cars will change dating. Driverless cars have arrived. You will soon be sitting back, relaxing while your car whips through traffic. You will confidently be able to turn around and look your bad kids in the eyes when they're acting up. You will be able to enjoy the view like everyone else who refused to drive. And I know some people say they're scared to let a machine drive them around, but look at all the technology we rely on. Planes damn near fly themselves. Trains can barely stop, but you still ride them. And you trust your GPS with all your being. So I feel as if I should be the first to tell you how this tech is going to change your dating life. Because we all know, with new technology comes a new dating scene. And what kind of dating expert would I be if I didn't give you a heads up on all the new tech that's gonna affect you? And if this is your first time bumping into my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and join the family. And now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to give you my top 10 changes. Now let's get to it. Starting at number 10, distance will be a thing of the past. One of the biggest problems we've had on the dating scene is that everyone we like seems to be far away. How many fine people have you seen on the gram that lives in another state or city? I can name 3 off the top of my head right now that live in North Carolina. And I'll have you know, I am not one for trying to figure out the backwoods of the South. And that's why the driverless car revolution is a game changer. No matter where in the United States you are, no one is out of reach. You can now slide into anybody's DM with confidence. If she says come through, just let her know it might take a couple days at the most. It's not like you're paying for a plane ticket. All you need is a full tank, and I'm pretty sure cars will be filling themselves up by then. And you have to keep in mind, research shows that most people date people who are around them. With the introduction of driverless cars, what is considered too far? What will be considered a long-distance relationship? If I can get my car to drive me to your place every weekend, would it be impossible for us to make it work? Well, I for one think it's going to bring us together, be it good or bad. And that brings me to number 9. No more I don't have a car excuse. Many dates and relationships have been ruined because somebody didn't have a car. I've met women who say they refuse to date a man who doesn't have a car. They see him as poor or irresponsible. But in reality, cars just cost too damn much. No more will a man have to borrow a car from his buddy just to impress a girl. No more will they rent a BMW just to flex on South Beach. Once everyone is using driverless cars, the dating field will finally be even. If I can order a car to pick you up, so can you. So all the women who felt like abusing a man because he didn't have a car are going to have to find a new way to bring him down. He will no longer be catching the bus to meet you at Red Lobster's. You will no longer see him jumping out of an Uber to meet you somewhere. And I do feel that this will actually cause people to go on more dates. If you don't have to drive or pay for dinner, what do you have to lose? You might as well give so-and-so a try because you never know what might happen. Now, number 8. More quality time with each other. With self-driving cars, you will be able to do activities with your date that were once impossible. Imagine breaking out the takeout before you even get to the house. You can even drop the top and lay back with your date and watch the stars while you move through traffic. You'll be able to create a deeper bond in no time. So for people with busy schedules, you'll have more time to squeeze in a cutie. You can have dinner in the car and still hit the studio. You will be able to escape the kids for a while and go on a cheap but amazing date. Because every relationship starts with getting to know each other. And an added benefit is you never actually have to show them your house or your favorite hangout spots. You can simply drive around and talk. That's a win-win in my eyes. Because I'm going to need people to start proving themselves before I bring them around my home. Because some people be extra crazy after one date. And that brings us to number 7. No more pretending like we know where we're going. Listen, as a man, we will never admit when we're lost. That is like admitting defeat. That is like turning in your man card and accepting the fact that you're a failure. No man wants to look his girl in the eyes and tell her he doesn't know where he is. When you want to make a good impression, you want to make her feel comfortable. And no one is going to feel comfortable with someone who's always lost. If the car broke down and you had to go into the woods, you would be the last person she would want to be with. So with driverless cars, you'll just rely on the car's GPS. And if you do get lost, you can always blame technology. Number 6. You can win a text argument. Everyone has been caught in a text argument while in traffic. You know the scenario. Someone you're dating gets angry about something and starts sending you paragraph after paragraph. You're trying to respond and drive at the same time, but they think they're winning because you're not responding fast enough. But in reality, you're simply trying not to die. Well, as soon as these cars start driving themselves, you'll have adequate time to check her. No more distractions and no more short answers. And you'll be able to craft a beautiful lie if needed. You might even have some time to do some research to make the lie more accurate. Can you imagine Googling, texting her, and being able to drive all at the same time? This is the future, my friend, so soak it all up because this is a game changer. I don't know who is coming up with this stuff, but they're blessing our lives and molding a new type of relationship. Number 5, cheating will be harder. Yes, you heard me right. Cheating will be harder. If your girl was not mobile, you had an advantage. You could always tell her that you were at home, but now she's capable of doing a drive-by. She'll be able to order a car to come pick her up and take her to all the locations you frequent. Can you imagine a car you don't recognize slowly creeping past your favorite restaurant? Could you imagine social media snitching on you and all she has to do is tell a car to go find you? And what if her friend sees you in traffic? You can't just speed off like you used to do because the car will be in autopilot. People are going to just have to find new and creative ways to cheat because the old way is dying like CDs. Number 4, you will get to your location a little faster, so more money. With traffic being so open, you might end up getting to your location a little faster. And everyone knows that time is money, and the more money you make, the more people you attract. You will be able to save up and go on one of those fancy dates. You might even have enough for dessert. And your time management will become impeccable. Number 3, less parking lots and more parks for you and your girl. If you haven't realized by now, they make parking spaces so you're able to get out of your car. But if the cars were parking themselves and dropping you off in the front, we would be able to reduce the size of parking lots. And with that extra space, we can build parks and movie theaters. And going outside wouldn't be that bad because driverless cars would reduce pollution. So you would have fresh air and a beautiful woman by your side. Not to mention more entertainment spots. The nightlife would be more entertaining and so would you. And that brings us to number 2. You can leave a bad date at any time. Nothing feels worse than being trapped on a horrible date. You feel as if this person has kidnapped you. You constantly look over your shoulder for a friend that you can leave with. But this person drove you here and you don't know where you are. But with this new tech, that will be a thing of the past. All you have to do is tap your smartwatch and the car will be there to pick you up. You can even be dramatic about it. Stand up, wipe your mouth, tell them how horrible they are as you storm off. Knowing damn well there's a car waiting for you in the corner. You'll be able to cancel this person the moment they say something stupid. You will no longer have your time wasted. And that brings us to number 1. Less road rage and less fights. Watching people drive like idiots will piss you off. And some of y'all are prone to losing your temper and jumping out of the car. I've seen people lean outside the window and scream things I dare not say. And I've seen plenty of people get their butt kicked in front of their girlfriends. But when you're not doing the driving, what do you have to get mad at? You can just sit back and watch traffic. Hell, you might even make a friend. You'll probably spot somebody in the same car as you, eating the same snack as you. You'll be able to wave, smile, and shoot them your number. This is going to help a lot of hotheads. Because we all know that one person that can't control themselves while driving. They seem unable to control their emotions. It can be an uncle or a crazy aunt. But the driverless car revolution is going to save their lives. And it will save them from embarrassing themselves during a date. No more will they be beaten up in a parking lot or have a soft drink thrown on their car. This will be a more peaceful future and a better dating scene. So start saving up your coins, people, because the future is here. And we're going for a ride. Now hit subscribe.